Hello, it's Justin with Shock Therapy, and we are here to show you how to install a front limit strap kit on an XP Pro. This limit strap kit will stop all of the extension clunk that's prevalent in the factory shock system, especially when you modify the shock or add an aftermarket wheel or tire. Our limit strap kits are the best on the market because they're completely adjustable. Also, they have the least amount of leverage on them since they line up directly with the shock. This installation should take you less than an hour. It's actually pretty easy. So let's throw this over to Mitch, have him show us how to do it.
What's going on, guys? It's Mitch. We're back again. Today I'm going to show you how to install the front limit straps on the Walker XP Pro.
First, jack the car up to where the tires are just off the ground. Use jack stands for safety at all times. Because the shocks are side specific, make sure that you remove one shock at a time. Start with the lower hardware first, finishing with the upper hardware. Baby. With the shock in the vise, install the limit strap clamp. Make sure that the logo is right side up. With the clamp installed on the shock, make sure that the hole for the adjustable CLEVIS is lined up with the upper shock bolt. This should be facing the rear of the car towards the firewall. Tighten the hardware for the billet clamp to 20 foot-pounds. When you tighten the clamp, make sure that it is raised up on the shock as far up as it can be, butted up against the bridge of the shock. Next, install the adjustable CLEVIS. Start with the CLEVIS adjusted to where the upper nut is flush with the threaded portion as well. Always use a little bit of LOCTITE on the retaining bolt for the limit strap. Install the limit strap and tighten the hardware. Adjust the static length of the limit strap on the bench an 1.5 inches above the lower loop hole of the shock. This should be measured center of hole to center of hole. With the adjustment set, you can now tighten the adjustable CLEVIS. As you tighten the CLEVIS, make sure that the limit strap is not twisted. You can now install the shock back on the car, starting with the upper hardware first. Using the longer supplied lower bolt, install the shock on the lower control arm. Slide the stainless steel spacer over the shock bolt and the factory nut to retain the spacer. Do not install the limit strap at this time. Repeat these steps on the opposite shock.
And those are all tapped.
With both front shocks installed back on the car and the hardware left loose, remove the jack stands and lower the car back on the ground. You must settle the suspension enough to allow the strap to install on the lower bolt. This might require you driving the car back and forth. With the car on the ground, remove the factory nut and install the limit strap. Do not tighten the hardware at this time. Next, jack the car up off the ground. This is going to straighten the limit straps so that when you tighten the lower hardware, the strap is perfectly straight. Tighten all the shock hardware at this time. Once again, lower the car back on the ground and attach the tether. This should be attached and wrapped around the coil spring closest to the tether, leaving approximately 1 inch of gap between the strap and the coil spring. Once both strap tethers are attached, your installation is now complete. It's so easy you don't even get a white shirt dirty. So Mitch made that look really easy. Hopefully your installation went the same. Things that you should remember with your limit strap kit is that they're adjustable for a reason. Over time they will stretch and you will have to adjust them up. We typically like to see the limit straps adjusted about 1 inch shorter than the shock is overall length when they're brand new. They will stretch about 3/4 of an inch. Over time it might stretch a little bit more and you could hear the extension clunk. If you do, shorten the system about 1/4 of an inch and the extension clunk should go away. Remember that all the parts for these limit strap kits are available on the website so that you can get things individually if you need to. If you have any other questions about this kit or any of our other products, give us a call at 623-217-4959 or contact us at our website, shocktherapist.com. Bleep, 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 bleep. Good?
All right, Shockaronis.
No shockaronis, it's a horrible thing. Don't say that. It sucks. It's lame. Lame, lame, lame.
Ooh! Fumble, fumble, fumble. And he's got it. You can take this.